Now, they're not the only ones. Now, on the next one I'm going to tell you, we're going to Iceland. Iceland have, not the supermarket, not the supermarket, the country. They have quite a few weird Christmas traditions there. Yes.
They're bonkers.
Come by the mic, then we can hear you. Yes.
They're bonkers.
They very much are. One of them, you've got the Yule Cat. I'm not going to even try and pronounce it in Icelandic, but...
Julskatrin. Duolingo, isn't it? Julskatrin. I tried to learn, I thought I'm going to learn the song. There's an entire song, the Yule Cat, but then I thought it's about 30 verses and it's all obviously in Icelandic. And I thought, with the best will in the world, like, I don't really want to learn that, and you probably don't really want to listen to it. So, do you want one verse?
Yeah. Now, but first, we just tell them what the Yule Cat is.
We should probably tell them what it is first. So you tell them what it is.
Now, there's the Great Witch Gryla. Oh,
Grilla.
there we go. There's the Great Witch.
I made that up. Grilla.
That
sounds good, doesn't it? Just do anything with confidence and you just speak up.
looked at this year.
Yeah, exactly.
I told a story earlier this year. I think when you came to the Sheffield night, it were all royal themed ghost stories. And I had this passage in Latin, and we just jokingly said every night, does anybody here speak classical Latin? And got to Manchester, this woman put her hand up. She was the senior professor of classical Latin at the University of Cambridge. And I'm like, you read that bit! So I got...
night you could just be like, well, this is what it means.
They got my hand 50, yeah, and she does it. Amazing. So yes, the Yule Cat, it is huge. Terrifyingly huge. And it comes round and it picks off the lonely. The sad. Those who don't get gifts. A specific kind of gift.
Funny.
But in Icelandic folklore, it's a specific kind of gifts. And it's the gifts that we, here in England, curse. Socks. If you don't get socks for Christmas, the Yule Cat will come along and...
Well, I mean... They'll eat... Will they take you away?
Yes, they will.
By any chance? Might eat you?
Yes, they'll take you away and eat you. Sometimes they might cough out your bones and innards as a kind of hairball to be left out as a warning.
I didn't know about that bit. That's good.
So that is the Yule Cat up in Iceland, and yeah, they are weird people. So go on, let's have that
They are weird
version of the
people.
Yule Cat.
And so there were lots of recordings of this online. Bjork, when she was just Bjork and not Bjork, did a really good recording of this because she used to be kind of like an Icelandic folk singer, so she's got some really weird and interesting early recordings. One of them is this, and basically it's kind of, the idea is, yeah, like if you, so the Yule Cat, if you don't get socks for Christmas, the Yule Cat will come and get you, which seems very unfair, but until you think that apparently the tradition is that in Iceland back in the day, everyone would band together to kind of do the shearing and then the spinning and then like the knitting and all of that business. And so if by Christmas Day your family didn't have enough socks to give to everybody, you didn't get a pair because it meant you were lazy and you didn't help. And that's why you were eaten by the Yule Cat, which to be honest, I think, fair enough.
Well, I'm going to think of some poor kid in modern Iceland who's just got a PlayStation 5 but didn't get socks.
Didn't get any socks.
And he's still getting eaten.
Screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm not fluent in Icelandic yet. I have just downloaded an app, so I'm doing my best.
I'm fairly fluent in English. So.
Well, hey, I'm saying nothing. So this is Yule Cat, and I've decided you're only going to get 3 verses because it's too much otherwise for everyone involved. So basically, the story goes, the song goes, if you look it up online, there's like loads of different translations, but it's basically like, the Christmas cat, he is here. He is very, very big and frightening, and his eyes glow red like 2 curried golf balls, and he's very terrifying, and he opens his mouth very wide to swallow up all the children who have no socks. Oh, boo hoo hoo hoo. Basically that's the premise of the song. So be afraid, be very afraid. Fifth Kannst du vid Yule Cat'n säkert grefastur Folk vissi ekki það en hann komið þar framför Hann gleymdi upp glimmer snar glóandi baðartværin Það var ekki glömm hend að þú farið þar Kampanir bætir sem brotar upp úr bakkinn og krypjar Og klannar í lótinni lofar var ljóð að síja Þið kannist fyrir jólagötanni Sigatur var grífaðu darstur Folk vissi ekki raffinn hann kom Eða herfið hann fýjar Probably about 60% correct.
That's about 100% amazing, so...
But yeah, Yule Cat is still a thing, like to this day, you know, kind of, because they're mad in Iceland, you know, they really are. And like, they take it very seriously, all of this sort of...
It's like they're known.
You know, no, they really do.
You get these motorways that go straight for hundreds of miles and they'll do this random big bit because somebody believes a noble is there.
Because the man in the council who's in charge of fairy surveys said that he lives there. Genuinely
that is a genuine position, guys.
There's some great documentaries about it on YouTube.
We think our councils are bad, at least we don't have to deal with the fae and those other bits. Because I like looking into bad mistakes from the council.
Goes twice.
It's
interesting.
Well, I said one of my favourite ones to Sheffield is just outside the canal. Planning permission 1690. The first bloke with a spade turned up in 1812. By the time they finished the canal, this is a very oversimplified version of it, somebody invented the train.